Hello everyone, I'm Little McGriddle, and welcome back to Once on a Windswept Night. I got that right that time. Hi Lysaurus, I'm guessing you're bringing us back into the story. You're pleased to see us again? Well, we're pleased to see you too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know, we were gone for a long while. Many souls who find their way here begin to lose a grip on their true identity. Well, so far I haven't. I don't know about you. They're consumed by darkness, and I never see them again. You shiver. While you were gone, you were being consumed by something beyond the void. Was your existence in mortal peril? No. Yes, we shall continue. Yeah, I believe this is where we were. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. The inky black night was swept away by the sun, and along with it the rain clouds. They seemed to disperse with the first rays of sunshine, as though the torrential... Oh my god, I turned off my mouse. Oh. Oh no. Okay, there we go. As though a torrential downpour from last night had been a mere mirage. The traveler found themselves standing by the entrance of the church, the cloak wrapped tightly about them like a protective shroud. Madeline and Daffodil were there, fussing over the newfound companion. Or rather, Madeline was fussing. Daffodil, as in keeping with her character, kept her distance. Of course she did. Are you sure you'll be alright? I don't want you to get lost on your way to Castella. I will be fine. I am a traveler by nature. I wouldn't be able to travel if I got lost. Like you did on your way here, you mean? The traveler shot a glare at Daffodil. I'm not paying for your cheek, missy. You're not paying us at all, Stamp. Touché. In fact, I think you should pay us. You ate her food and took up Madeline's precious time. It was rather selfish of you to keep her all to yourself last night. Ah, so Madeline really had been sitting by the traveler in the pew all night, had she? The traveler was touched, but Daffodil did not look very happy about this. She hung back, huffing childishly. You are such a childish person, Daffodil. How on earth was such an irritating brat a nun? It didn't seem like a very suitable profession. Pay up, you owe me. Now, Daffodil. It is our duty to care for travelers. That is part of being a nun. It would be all wrong if we asked for a reimbursement. Well, I don't care about the food that much. If they monopolize your company for a whole night, that's priceless. If it's priceless, there's no way I can pay you back. I'm willing to accept your firstborn child. Okay, she's Rumpelstiltskin. So now you're a witch? I could be. I'll become anything. A witch or a monster or a demon, for Madeline's sake. I'm very flattered, but I wouldn't want you to become a heathen on my account. And I don't think you should be announcing that in a church either. I won't back down on this, your firstborn child or your life. I don't think I'm going to have any children anytime soon. I'm not the type to settle down and start a family. Why do you want a child so much anyway? I don't want a child. I hate children. They smell and they make too much noise. Ha! Isn't that the truth? Still, come on now. So why? It isn't for my sake. I think it would make Madeline happy, that's all. Oh my, I'm very flattered. You get flattered far too easily. That isn't anything special. I worry raising a child in a lonesome environment like this would be cruel, though. It wouldn't, not if they had a mother like you. That's very sweet of you to say. Think nothing of it is true. Anybody would be lucky to raise by a woman like you. I know I nag you a lot, but I really do think you're impressive. That's sweet. You do? Yes, I always have done. Daffodil turned her head on one side. Her cheeks were burning. Oh, okay. For an awkward girl like Daffodil, being honest like this must have stung. It looked physically painful. Genuinely. Anyway, what are you still doing here? Are you trying to spy on us? Perish the thought, I value my life more than that. Though seeing Daffodil blush was rather amusing, it wasn't worth the hate-filled glare the traveler was receiving. The true nature of Daffodil and Madeline's relationship was very interesting, but the traveler did not want to pry. So, are they, like, together? If though, that's so sweet. I love it. They already knew enough. It was what Madeline had said last night. They were soulmates, united by a bond of love stronger than anything the traveler could imagine, stronger than anything they could understand. Well, Daffodil and Madeline already had one another. They did not need an unwanted interloper. Madeline might have had a dismal past, but that was well and truly in the past. She had buried the bodies of the family she loved so much, including her beloved Bernadette, and had managed to find a new family. Oh, I love it. A family of two. If they were being honest with themselves, the traveler was jealous, but they knew there was no sense dwelling on it. A new day had dawned. It was time for them to start moving. Well, I don't want to go, but I guess we have to. Oh, okay, the end. Great. Well, I'm glad Daffodil and Madeline have each other. That is really nice. It's nice to see that they have a relationship with each other. That's lovely. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. If anyone has a problem with it, I'll fight you. I'm serious. I see. Lysurus reclines in a rocking chair, her fingers steeped together. She looks thoughtful. That appears to be one ending of the story, but there is more to be discovered. My heart tells me this cannot be all. Chelsea, are you still here? Hey! You hear Lysurus calling out to you in the darkness. The sound of her voice, now so familiar, makes your heart flutter. It takes you a few moments to realize you're sitting on a chair in Lysurus' library. The smell of peppermint and old parchment fills the air, mixed with mold and mildew. Just how old is this library anyway? Just how old are you? I'm 21. I don't know about you. Your bones should have turned to dust a long time ago. But against all odds, you are still here. Oh, good. I was beginning to worry. You did not respond to me for several minutes, and your form had begun to grow indistinct. You are fading away. That can happen when you don't have a strong grasp on your own soul. The darkness threatens to consume you, and there is naught you can do in defense. How can one claim truly exist when they do not know their own name? You know. It's not your real identity, is it? But if you are not, Chelsea, then who are you? I am exactly who I am. That is what we shall discover. We just need to keep reading. The story may appear to be over, but it will repeat as many times as necessary until I am satisfied. Oh, Lysurus, seriously? It is hiding something within its depths, but I cannot reach it. Not yet. With you by my side, however, whether you call yourself Chelsea or not, it makes no difference. We can do it. I know we can. What do you say? You feel weak. The blood inside your veins is thinning and your fingertips tremble with the effort of simply existing. Your body is frail, buckling underneath the pressure of being alive. You have not a bad human body. Oh. You have not had a human body in such a long time. You quite forgot what a strain it was. It would be easier to sink into the abyss until your weak sense of self is snuffed out like a speck of light. But you know you can't. Not when Lysurus is looking at you so expectantly. Okay, let's start the story again. Excelsaurus, you're a real pain, you know that? Okay, yeah. It's restarting the whole story. Okay, I'm just gonna skip on ahead. I'm gonna go really fast and get to the important stuff. What does skim mean? Oh, nice. Okay, thanks. Alright, there we go. I hope it'll stop when there's a choice to be made. Yeah, okay. Wow, okay. Examine the altar. We stomp really loudly. Legs heavy with fatigue and crossed the stone floor. Their feet fell against the stone with a series of harsh, striking steps. In their current state, they were probably too tired to explore. Madeline would have scolded them if she knew. But the traveler could not help themselves. They had always been a curious sort. Why else would they have become a traveler? Good Lord. And seeing new sights invigorated them. This church out in the middle of nowhere was certainly intriguing. Even if the traveler had been more familiar with the main religion of Daquas, Caramelism was it called, their curiosity would have been piqued all the same. It's an altar, yes, it's an altar. There was nothing else. Was this what Madeline had meant when she said there was nothing worth stealing? The church was very plain, and the altar was no exception. Although, the traveler blinked. There seemed to be a prayer book lying inside the wooden structure. That prayer book was probably the most expensive thing in the church. It was so old, it appeared to be falling apart before the traveler's eyes. I'm going to examine the prayer book. The traveler looked at the battered prayer book curiously, their head tilted to one side. The bindings were made of aged leather, and the traveler feared the slightest brush of a fingertip would make it crumble. It was difficult to see in the relative darkness of the church, but there was an inscription running along the cover. What does it say? The Book of Majorlane. Fascinating. Wait, did we just skip it? Whoops. They were not entirely familiar with Daquasian, and they had trouble making out the finer points of the alphabet, particularly in the dark. Fortunately, the traveler had been interested in languages from an early age, and was more or less fluent in 3 of the main tongues across Desveer. Probably said that wrong. They certainly knew enough to communicate with Madeline. Perhaps their slight accent made it a touch difficult for Madeline to understand the nuances of the conversation, but it was enough. And speaking of Madeline, it was probably best to sit back down and wait for her. The traveler enjoyed peeking at curios from centuries past, and this book certainly seemed centuries old, but they did not want to ruin anything potentially holy. It wasn't like they'd be able to read the fine, spidery handwriting of a long-dead nun in the dark. Probably not. We done? Hi. Skim. Okay, maybe go this one this time. See? Even this person who's completely suspicious, let me add, agrees with me. Okay, no, first and foremost, I agree with Madeline. Thank you, Daffodil. They have known you for 5 minutes, and they already see right through you. Oh dear. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. She needs to hear it. It's good for her. Like cod liver oil? And we're gonna skim off again till the next choice where it had to be made. Okay, what is the nature of your relationship with Daffodil? Pardon? Madeline frowned, tilting her head to one side. Her blonde hair shifted, falling over her shoulder. I am afraid I do not understand your question. Oh, The traveler pondered. They were unsure how to phrase this without being insensitive. Would it be even right to just outright say that? Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna ask. Lesbian? Lesbian. Oh, Madeline fell silent. Was she thinking? She did not seem offended by the rather direct line of inquiry, to which the traveler was relieved, but the fact she had not reacted at all led the traveler to believe she did not understand what they were talking about. Is lesbian not a word you use in Daquas? Forgive me for my ignorance, but it is not a term I have heard before. Oh boy. Huh. The traveler was not sure whether this was because there was no way to refer to a woman who loved other women in Daquasian, or whether Madeline was sheltered and never heard of the term before. Either was a valid possibility. In any event, was having this conversation worthwhile? Perhaps it would be better to change the subject. I'm not going to press the subject. Let's go with something else. Can you tell me a bedtime story? Yes, I want to tell you the story. Okay, skim ahead. I think we already read this. Still, it was an inspirational story. Yes, I really think so, Madeline. It was lovely. Skipping on ahead again. And there we go, the rest of the story. Thank you. So many emotions, holy crap! Oh, my goodness. Okay. Stop stomping, Daffodil, for real. What was the end again? Oh, good lord. Sure, she reached her happy ending. Return to the beginning of the tale. No, that's enough for now. Lysaurus, what are you doing to me? Hi. You back? Can take a break. My soul. Oh my, it's not quite sinister as I used to her. How does she know? She's an eerily perceptive person. What were you thinking? It's an old library. Yeah, it was a chore. See these stray spider webs? I imagine there are a lot. Then I would appreciate if you brushed them aside for me. No, absolutely not. Debugging, right. But spiders are good. Wait. Okay, I don't want to clean any spider webs. Hey, look. It's my lovely dear husky Willow. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna get back into the story now. Sweet dog. I love her so much. Okay, we're back. Yes. Forget. Your head spins. You open your mouth to reply, but no sound comes out. Instead, you choke on your own tongue. This is all far too much for you. Oh dear, do not fret so. It is easy for her to say, but how can you help yourself? None of this makes sense. If you think about things too deeply, you will place your body under an undue amount of strain. We only have a faint phantom-like existences. If you begin to ponder the nature of your own life too greatly, it will snuff itself out. Then you will forget everything. You will forget me, but most of all, you will forget yourself. But it is far too late. You've already forgotten yourself, haven't you? Really? Have we? Our body is growing faint. And her voice is growing fainter, and we know here, and we're just, are we gonna die? If you're incapable of going on, I suppose this is for the best. But I will still be waiting. The story will always be waiting. If our paths ever cross again, I'll be sure to greet you like a dear friend. But why does it hurt so? Has this perchance happened before? No. We drifted away. Okay, well, I guess there's not really much to the story. not much else. Uh, didn't want it to end like that. That's just sad. But if that's all there is, I guess there's not really any reason to continue any further. Yeah, I see. Okay. We're back to this again. Okay, well, this is the end of Once Upon a Windswept Night. I knew I was gonna get the title wrong, but otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this series, please hit that button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, I will catch you all in the next video.